One of the challenges on working with a new entrepreneur or a young entrepreneur working on a new idea is the expectation that they're born with it. They can just get it done. A lot of people assume that people are born with it. It's like a rock star or an athlete who has incredible natural ability that isn't learned over time. Entrepreneurship is assumed to be the same thing a lot of time. We try to de-romanticize a little bit, unpack the sexiness, so to speak. Entrepreneurship in our mind is just mobilizing scarce resources to create value in an environment of uncertainty. So at Awethu, we try to look at entrepreneurship just like any other job, like a doctor, a lawyer, an accountant. And when you look at it as just another job, you can start to ask yourself, how are normal jobs learned? How do people get really good at them? And despite the job, the answer is usually pretty consistent across all professions, which is you have time and space to learn from more experienced people that are better and have been doing the job longer than you have. A great example would be like a young doctor who's trying to learn how to do a complex surgery. The idea of that young doctor just finishing medical school, walking into the OR and performing an emergency complex surgery overnight is almost absurd, right? But with entrepreneurship, you see people who assume that entrepreneurs can do that. They get funding, they get a little bit of training, they get some mentorship, and all of a sudden they're supposed to be able to show up and be excellent at their job. But yet in no other job in the economy do we expect that out of any young new entrant. So what we try to do at Awethu is recognize that reality and creating the time and space to train for and learn how to do it properly. And we have managers of Awethu Ventures, which we like to call MAVs internally. And MAVing really is high-level general management support and portfolio oversight of all our investee companies. That allows for real tacit knowledge transfer and real development as an entrepreneur. What we've realized from our experience is that entrepreneurship can't be taught. It actually has to be learned by doing it. And what we do with our MAV model is we create the time and space for that learning to happen.